I know IK wanted to discuss PSG, his new love. He's been telling us.
No. It's Newcastle. It's Newcastle. Don't put words in my mouth.
Well,
wait till they get good, then you can switch over.
Exactly.
I've already switched just 5 years in advance. That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, tell us what's been going on at PSG, IK.
They're having chemical issues over with that team. No, like they're struggling to connect passes moving forward. It's almost like watching them. It's almost like the coach kind of just threw them out there and is like, go play. I think that's what would have worked. You know, it's like you have these talented players. Let's see what they can do on their own. But clearly that's not working. I think it was evident after.
It's Messi's fault.
That's what.
No, it's not his fault at all. It's not any of their faults. It's not any of their faults. But on that note, they played much better against Lille after he got subbed out. They looked more a team. They looked more sure of what they were doing. Right.
But that's the team they had last year.
Exactly.
So
that's the team they had last year, with the exception of one person. How does one person change everything so much?
Well, that's what we happened earlier. But yeah.
You know.
Well, no, Wijnaldum was in there too, but that's true. That's fair.
Yeah, but it's like at that point, I don't know if I'm looking at the player, I'm looking at the coach, because the player has the technical ability to do just about everything except defend that you want. They can do it. They can score for you. They can make passes for you. They can do all these things. Now, that's not to disregard players' tendencies, because that's also very important. Like, what does a player usually do, right? Are they making runs forward, or are they trying to check in to collect ball to feet? But it's one player, and it's ruined their base. It's weird.
I got a quick question for Iken.
Go ahead,
I know how I feel about this, but I think my question to you is: do you think that Mauricio Pochettino, who I think is a great coach tactically in most things, do you think that maybe he doesn't have the cachet to demand certain things from the Neymars, the Mbappes, the Di Marias, the Marquinhos? What do you think?
Probably, and since it's just a thought and not fact, and I don't know if it's true, so nobody attack me for this. But yeah, I think so. I don't think, I think the players respect him, and he seems like a fairly mellow, not over the top type of coach. So I think his relationship with the players is fine, but in terms of demanding for them to do things, yeah, I don't think he has it in him. You can see the way they all walk back whenever PSG loses the ball. Everybody up front walks back. Yeah, at first you could say it was, oh well, Messi walks all the time, and then you check the other end and Neymar's walking, and then you check up top and Mbappe is walking, and they put Di Maria in, and guess what Di Maria is also doing now? He's also walking. So everybody's walking.
But yeah, I agree with what you're saying, because I sadly.
What do you think Pep would have said to them?
I don't think that's fair. I'll let Phil go. I got a response to that. I'll let Phil go though.
Yeah, okay. You put it at the end. So I don't think that's fair either. I'll talk about what I was going to say beforehand, and it comes back to the Pep thing.
I know, right?
Because to me, you keep saying it's one player, but it's like the player. And I think you're downplaying it, because for someone who has played in, we'll say, two systems his entire life, and I don't know if you even call the Argentinian system a system based off the fact that
I would say two teams. I think he's played in a few different systems with Barcelona. With
that's fair. That's fair. Play for two teams, a few different systems, but like we mentioned earlier, it's been heavy on him to lift after 2012. It's been on him a lot more. You lost the engine room you had, and then so on and so forth.
Ahmad helped out for a little bit. Suarez helped out for a little bit, but then it wasn't the same anymore.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they're having a similar problem to Barca in a way, actually. And sorry for interrupting you, but keep.
Oh no, you're fine. No, and I can agree with that. I think it is just the balance of it not being quite there, and then trying to find that balance. And if you're trying, that's the issue people misunderstand. You know, everyone talks about Galacticos, but doesn't talk about how like, the drama as much as I went there and trying to juggle all those big talents, big personalities. Everyone that played there wants ball to feet. They want to dictate play. They want to influence play in one way or another. It's hard to do that when everyone needs the ball in their hands. It's only one ball.
Except Makelele, and then we know what happened with him. The water carrier, as he's known as. Go check out the article on that on ToroFoot.com. I would say
I wanted to touch on my point.
Yes, you said Pep. I don't think it's fair because Pep, he had basically a club structured around him for him. Manchester City, before he arrived, they prepared for him. I think if you were to go to PSG, they'd be like, this is our star. No, maybe not. No, he's not at the levels of three up top, but I don't think that the board members have that same level of respect for Pochettino. So if he doesn't have the same backing as the executives, from the executives, he can't demand as much from the players if they complain. Yes, Leonardo, I'm a big fan of, is demanding, and he'll put Neymar and Mbappe in their place if he feels he can. But if Pochettino doesn't have the backing of the people behind him, the people in front of him, they ain't gonna do anything.
What do you think Luis Enrique would have done?
I think that's a fair. I think Luis Enrique
what do you think
would have gone?
What do you think Jose Mourinho would have done?
I think.
Well, he's run back.
What do you think Antonio Conte would have done?
Okay, well, that's come on, bro.
What do you think?
They're fighting.
What do you do? You get where I'm going with this?
I get where you're going with this. I get where you're going with this. I think we're starting to very quickly forget who this man Pochettino is. I'm gonna call it right here, right now. Y'all are gonna be talking differently soon enough. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Hopefully, I'm hoping. No,
I don't think you are hoping. I sense a lot of haterism, and you need to stay
haterism.
That haterade, I should say.
I'm a fan of Poch, but at the same time, I think it's important to realize that the job he's in right now is a very unique one. That even when it wasn't to this amount of finance, when they were just starting the rebuild and had that injection at 2012 with the Zlatans, Lavetsis, Thiago Silvas, a fair few people, Pastores, the squad, that FIFA squad like you love to play with. Even then, you're still juggling a lot of personalities, egos, and it's more player focused than club focused at times. So it's a different type of place to coach. To go back to what you mentioned earlier, Milton, about Tuchel. Comparing that system to here, he can be explosive, but not the same way as Conte is.
Oh, that's true.
And I think that's the difference. Conte is always. I need more.
Let me take it back. I say that Conte is more publicly explosive. Tuchel, it's a behind the scenes, and you find out a little bit later things are going on. Conte, he'll let you know, because Tuchel has had his issues. I'll show you that. But
of course, definitely.
Thank you once again for joining us on the ToroFoot Podcast. I'm very tempted to go and put that video of Ike being laughing at the notion that Salah could even be in the discussion as one of the best players in the world. But as he said, we're a bit cut on time, so we might just add it in edits, and we'd love to get Ike's response to himself. But Phil, game coming up, got Chelsea playing soon. Arsenal's doing very well in this moment. Any words before we sign off?
Just remember that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is having his remontada. All right.
That's true. We'll see how that goes. We hope it continues. IK, anything for you?
Waiting on
Newcastle. That's too bad. All right, guys. No, I'm kidding. Please finish off. Finish off.
Waiting on Newcastle. We're playing them this week.
The demons are coming back out.
All right, y'all. We hope to get a few great games. Let us know what you thought of the games of the past and of the games upcoming. Thank you.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching and listening to the ToroFoot Podcast. If you enjoyed it, why don't you check out some of the other videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and even go look at the ToroFoot website at ToroFoot.com. Thank you very much.